Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Pisces for the month of May, including late April 2026. So welcome Pisces. We are currently in the zodiac sign of Taurus. So a lot of slow moving energy, but very grounded goings on this 4 weeks. You might feel a lot better with the grounding of the Taurus, the bull. You are in your 3rd house of communication, siblings and neighbours. So all those 3 aspects will be under the microscope for you this 4 weeks. Very interesting, especially with the siblings and neighbours, because as we know, they're 2 groups of people that can really be very close or very distant, depending on how the communication goes. Interesting, isn't it? Please like, subscribe and comment to grow this channel. Thank you very much. Now the energy around is the 3 of Swords, so we've got a bit of grief coming in here, or a bit of heartbreak about a situation. It's a minor card, so it's a day-to-day episodic sort of story where sometimes, grief can sneak up on us out of nowhere, and suddenly you find yourself reminiscing about somebody or an event of the past with heartbreak attached to it. So the best thing to do with it is to go along with it, not to run away from it or try and shut it down, because it needs to be every now and again when this card comes up. We need to recognise it, actually, even though it's painful, but it's a way of healing. So let's see what the rest says. Communication as well being the house that you're in, where you are right now. And we have the King of Pentacles. So the mentor card, the father card, big male energy here. Very grounded. He belongs to the sign of Taurus, or the earth signs. Very much a person that you can ask questions and get very straight, concise answers from. That's why I sort of call on the father with this one, because those of us with fathers who have brought us through in this life, and maybe still here, maybe not, really often shaped the way we sort of grew, whether we liked it or not. Okay, so this energy is really good for you this month because he keeps you grounded. So if you are involved with somebody with these characteristics, he's somebody that you can really trust. What has challenged that and influenced that to come in, however, is the Empress, the mother card. Interesting. So the Empress is a card of great abundance. It's a heavy duty. It's the highest female card that you can get in the tarot. And she gives birth to things, as we well know. So hence the big connection, or the great connection to our mothers. Whether they're with us or not, there's still this invisible, like an umbilical card, if you like, that's always there, whether we like it or not, no matter how the connection went. But they're always sort of ever present in things we do and how we're shaped. And this in turn can be you as a mother as well. And just really nice way to cut across the King of Pentacles, and of course the rest of the reading for this month. It's a very nice card. Some of you could just have found out you are pregnant with the Empress. However, we need another 2 cards to kind of qualify that, so we'll see if they come up for those of you who are trying at the moment. Okay, let's look into the background and see what is still current today. What's been going on in the last couple of months. 8 of Swords, personal power, giving it away or keeping it for yourself. Either of these 2. It's very strong, and maybe because of that, in most circumstances, these two are of great benefit, or also it can be the reverse, whether this is a result of not having a good mother figure or father figure as well. So it's kind of it can cut both ways actually. But the main thing to be, no matter what the circumstance, this card talks about us learning to keep that personal power no matter what the background has been, or the backstory, if you like, with your parents or something like that. You must always keep your personal power for yourself. So stop being a yes person and then feeling it later, especially for Pisces. They feel deeply, so it's like, well, why did I do that? Well, you can learn to say no and learn to keep that power for yourself, because it's a very good attribute to sort of work on. And we all, human beings, we are, especially the Western cultures, it's very much a part of our way, and some of us, that we, saying no is sort of like a weakness, or it's just not compliant with the culture. It's like, you can't say no, you've got to accept it. Whereas in other cultures, Eastern cultures, they can't say no to family, etc. But Western people, we often do. But the moral of the story is, learn to say no in order to preserve your personal power. Recent influences, and we have the beautiful Six of Pentacles. So we've got power, balance and harmony coming in through here. This should be the way things are really in relationships as well, especially with these two characters sitting here. Role models maybe, perhaps, but then if they weren't, you certainly have got that balance and harmony here coming in, or the ability to maintain that balance, which is really nice actually, Pisces. And that's one thing we all need in our life. We need that harmony and balance, don't we, to go through. And this particular card says for this next 4 weeks, this is really important for you to keep that in your own family, perhaps, even if it wasn't like that in your family of origin. So a really nice card. And if it's not like this, if there isn't this balance and harmony, well, we need to go back to the Eight of Swords and ask yourself, why? Are you allowing that to happen? Are you allowing the imbalance by thinking, well, if I say no, it'll create drama? But somehow you end up wearing it either way. But lovely card to focus on anyway, and just look into and think, well, are my relationships balanced? How are they going? It's just a card to sort of ignite those sort of details of how you relate. Let's see, and especially communicate. Let's see the lesson. And we have the Queen of Pentacles sitting right next to the King of Pentacles under here. Really, she is wonderful. She is just the mother as well. She is that mother that perhaps you are. She creates the home and the balance in the home. And the children that want to come home and bring their friends home, and everything's always there. There's food on the stove. There's always that feeling of home wherever the Queen of Pentacles comes into it. So that is a really nice way to be looked at, and it's a nice card for a nice lesson for you to look at and think, yeah, well, I do create that for my family. I do like that feeling of, looking after others and looking after my garden and doing those things, and my dogs and everything else that goes along with the home. She is the queen of that. She is the little woman at home, as they used to call her. But she's also mighty powerful as well, and knows a lot of things about a lot of things. Okay, let's go into the near future. And we have the illuminator, the sun, coming in to shine its way on what's going on for you and to sort of even up everything. It's like a great spotlight that comes down and really burns holes in everything, and you can see exactly what's going on. It's also a card for good health, and it's also a card for a yes answer. If you want a yes answer, this is your card, especially with what we've got around here, because it's quite interesting in the house of communication. We've got a lot of things that are highlighted, and especially by the sun, perhaps for us to just look at and see, well, how does that sit with me? And that's what the sun does. As we know, it's a very powerful planet and a healing planet as well. So we've got healing and spotlight coming in to show us what's going on in our life in this 4 weeks. Let's have a look at what's happening that you're not realising. Ongoing success for you, moving forward, things happening, action. Always look at this card in the 7th position as the one that really is the key to the reading. You are doing well, everything is doing well, despite the fact we've got a few here that might sort of stir up a bit of food for thought, really, I suppose, for you to be a bit more introspective about what's going on for you, but also looking at this and saying, you know what, despite everything, I'm doing really well. How others see you. Ace of Wands, firecracker sort of energy, lots of energy to do whatever you want to do. And the other people don't see all this sort of side of things with communication. In the time of communication, they just see you as this energetic being that sort of cracks on, gets the job done, always puts on the good face for everybody. So it's a really good card. But somehow you've got these 2 fantastic cards sitting here and these here for introspection and just balance too, I guess. And it's always good to see how other people see us, I think. It's always quite insightful to think, oh, is that what they see? Well, it's, you know, and often we'll think, oh, I'm nothing like that really underneath. I'm just a boiling mess, but I present like this. Beautiful card for Pisces. What you're feeling positive about. And we have good news on the way for you with the little Page of Swords, new projects coming through, lots of energy coming through in the month of May for you. Lots of good things happening, starting up things, getting good green lights for things that you've been waiting for news for. Children as well, sort of doing well, especially the fire sign types. Really, you know, these are quite interesting. If you Pisces have fire sign children, these are really positive for them as well going forward. Really good news, and you're feeling really happy about that. So things are going really well for you in terms of what you are creating and how you're living at the moment. It looks pretty good. So you've got the balance of being grounded here with the Pentacles cards, and then being creative and moving forward with these 5 Wands cards. So very nice. Let's see the outcome. Wow, the Magician. New projects coming. Potential is there for whatever it is you're working towards. Risk is also a factor, 50-50, as I always say. But also remembering this is the spirit messenger, so the energy comes through you. So that's the creativity that drives you to make things happen. When you know it's just the right thing for you, you go forth with it, you make that decision to move forward. But it's really good in a way, because you're well aware that there will be pitfalls, but who cares? Without pitfalls, we'd never learn anything. But you've got all the tools that you need to proceed, which is really great for you. And your communication is really good. And I feel like it's a really nice reading for you, Pisces, in this 3rd house. things are really happening for you, but then you've got your feet on the ground at home as well. So thank you so much for listening. It's been a bit of a long one, but there you go. Sometimes it just needs to be said. Thanks so much for listening. Have a good 4 weeks.